Hey, you club cyclists, Coach Chris here. Thought I'd use this opportunity to talk to you about 2 cycling specific skills to work on to become a more efficient cyclist. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have an efficient cadence, or in the right zone for an efficient cadence. And that is making sure that you are between 85 and 95 RPMs at all times when you're just straight pedaling. What I like to do is I shoot for 90 RPMs all the time, unless I'm in a sprint or I'm climbing a really steep hill. Other than that, I'm always aiming for that 90 RPM. 2 ways to work on that, or know what your cadence is having a cadence sensor on your bike. Like I have a cadence sensor on my bike that I can see on my computer at all times to know what my cadence is. Another way to practice pedaling at 90 RPMs is to download a metronome if you don't have a cadence sensor. You can put that metronome on, get the click track, and make sure that your leg, one leg, is lining up with that 90 RPMs. If you're doing both legs, you want to be at 180 RPMs. If you find that your heart rate's too high when you're trying to speed your cadence up, then what happens is your resistance is probably a little too high. So you want to shift or take some of that resistance off to put yourself at a 5 out of 10 on your RPE scale. Work on that cadence, keeping it nice and steady. And then as you get more comfortable with pedaling at 90 RPMs, you can start messing with the resistance and trying to keep your cadence at that 90 RPMs. Second thing I want to talk to you about is a drill to work on the efficiency of your pedal stroke. It's a single leg drill. Really, you can only do the single leg drill if you're clipped in to your pedals. So if your feet are just resting on normal pedals, or even if you have the cages, this is really not going to work as effectively as it should. So when working on the single leg drill, what you're going to do is unclip one leg and pedal with the other leg. I'm making sure that I'm connected to the pedals through the down, the pull, and the upstroke of the pedal stroke. I hold this for about 30 seconds. Then I would clip my other leg back in. Pedal for 30 seconds with both legs. And then I would unclip the opposite leg and pedal with the other. Single leg drills, make sure that you're not just pushing or mashing down on the pedals and relying on momentum to bring your foot back around the other side. You should feel the push down with your glutes, your quads and your glutes, the drag along the bottom, really in the hamstrings and glutes, as well as the pull up in the hamstrings. You should definitely feel your hamstrings working just as much as your quads when you're cycling. Those are my tips for now. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or join with my cycling classes. Peace.